Well, everyone, believe it or not, there was a very, very quick flash of Sushi the fishing cat. We're going to talk a little quieter, so hopefully you all can hear me, but that would be a puzzle feeder right there filled with sardines, some canned food, and I think Temptations too, but Sushi just took one of her little prizes off into her habitat, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see her again. Of course, I start the live in classic cat. They say, I don't know if I want to be in front of the paparazzi today, so I'll keep a little hushed voice. I'm starting to see some movement beyond this little grass hill here, but good afternoon, everyone. There she is. Good afternoon, everyone. That is Sushi the fishing cat, coming in fast, coming in hot. Oh, and it looks like some of her meal is in there too. So maybe beef strips, chicken probably. And there she goes. She's really starting to puzzle it out. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Ellen. Hi, Faith. Liz from Isanti, Minnesota. You're close. Hello. Jeannie Curry from Ohio. And Sushi the fishing cat. She's really locked in now. That first piece, we kind of catch the last part of it, her running off with it, just the start of the live if you missed it. But Sushi has lots of fun enrichment today. It's just me. She's not the biggest fan of people. She's a little cautious around people, which is totally fine and understandable. Oh, Sushi. Little cautious around people, but very confident when it comes to food. You can see there, sticking her entire head in that tube that makes up her puzzle feeder. But Sushi is a little cautious around people. So just me today. Her caretakers set up this enrichment, left, Judson left. So I get to share Sushi with you all, which is super, super fun. And I don't see her too often either. So a special treat for all of us. Lori Heath tagging Amy Jones, saying it's your sponsor girl, Sushi. I know, everyone tag Sushi sponsor parents. Do it now and do it fast, because your girl is on the screen. And we don't see Sushi too often. It just has to do with what I just mentioned. She's not the biggest fan of people, which is totally fine considering where she came from. Sushi was part of a collection, ultimately, of cats and other exotic animals that a breeder and exhibitor had in Michigan. And Sushi's entire purpose was to breed and to be on exhibit. So a lot different life now. She was pretty shut down when she came to us. She had been living in a concrete space, a very small space. Her first time touching grass was actually here at Sanctuary. Her first time seeing anything green, really, was at Sanctuary. She was living inside in a concrete space. So lots changed for Sushi. She's had a lot of change. It's been about a year now. And if you think about that, the world can be scary when your world started out so small. So it's amazing to see Sushi in this habitat. We'll touch on that a little bit more, this habitat, because I know you all will appreciate all of its features. But to see this tiny little fishing cat learn how to be a fishing cat has been a great, great privilege for all of us that take care of her and love her here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And she's thinking, do I want to go back inside my indoor bedroom? But Sushi, I would hold off because this girl loves food and there is a lot more food scattered around this habitat. But as soon as she kind of disappears, I'll start saying hello to all of you. And I think this would be a really good live if you have any questions, to ask those questions. We'll be seeing Sushi intermittently, but as you can probably tell already, this habitat is quite large, quite lush, and purposefully equipped with many, many hiding spaces for Miss Sushi. So now that we've kind of lost sight of our girl, I won't move around too much because I don't want to spook her either. I'll kind of get into the comments. If you see her, hopefully I'll see her first, but if you see her, shout it out in the comment section. Daria saying, you're agreeing with Sushi, saying that you're not a big fan of most people either. I don't think I am, and that's why I work at a cat sanctuary. I think we can all agree on that one. Saying hello to some friends here in the comments. I love how all of you are connected and that you have that shared love of these TWS cats. Saying that Sushi is precious. Ooh, let's see. I'm seeing a good comment here. Let's see if it'll load. Oh, awesome. KBZ. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Hi. Kelly from Minnesota here. I helped rescue Office Kitty Jameson. How special! Jameson actually got adopted by one of our caretakers, and his companion and surrogate brother Hank is temporarily with us at Sanctuary today just for a vaccine, but it's fun to see Hank. And I know Hank and Jameson, I'm messing up their names, owner personally. He's a caretaker here, and they are very, very loved and cherished already. Lori Heath also saying that you're not the biggest fan of people. G'day from Sydney, Australia, Stephen. She does have the perfect face shape to get into the puzzle feeder, Ellen says. And you know what? I kind of lied. Now I'm curious where Sushi is, because she has a few hiding spots, and maybe we will kind of step around here quietly. But I like that you mentioned her face shape. This is going to be a little nerdy science fact for all of you. So Sushi's genus, her scientific name, the genus part of her scientific name, shows you that she's actually related to Asian leopard cats. She's in the same genus fishing cats are as the Asian leopard cat. And if you look at our many rescued Asian leopard cats, you will notice they have a very, very similar head shape to Sushi. And it's almost weasel-like. That genus seems to be very small species. Hi, Sushi. I won't get any closer. You might be able to see her under this platform here. It's quite dark, so probably not. But as I was saying, Sushi, your beautiful head and face shape are very indicative of your scientific family that you may be related to genetically. And I think it's super cool. Very small species, but very skilled hunters. We're going to give her some space. Because the internet is acting up, we want to give Sushi some space, so we'll kind of go back here and wait for her to come out. But obviously it's in the name. A fishing cat is going to be having a diet made up a lot of fish. And so face shape like that makes her an excellent diver. For something smaller, like an Asian leopard cat, that face shape makes them a very skilled predator when everything else is much larger than them in the jungle. So I think it's super cool to notice those features on our cats and know that it's what makes them them. But we also laugh because, as I mentioned at the beginning of this live, Sushi is a fishing cat learning how to be a fishing cat. And unfortunately or fortunately, ultimately it's Sushi's decision, but she's really not big on water. You're going to see this water system here. She has her pools filled today, not all the way. They're just partially filled because we're still trying to give her an intro to the pool, still trying to teach our girl how to swim. But she's not too keen on diving or pools or fish for that matter. She, as far as we know, she probably grew up eating chicken and other types of protein that maybe a fishing cat in the wild wouldn't have. Still appropriate. It's still protein. But we give her a balanced diet here of chicken, beef, and we have sardines out today. It's a mixed variety. Not all fish, though, which is a common misconception. Cheryl Harden says, Marcy says hello, but she's on the road. That's exciting. Well, if you watch this back, Marcy, hello. And Lori Heath, that's a great comment. Hello to my sponsor girl, Anastasia, across the way. I know, I wish we could pop in with Anastasia, but Lori, if you are a sponsor mom of Anastasia, then you know, and you love your girl, and you know that she is not a big fan of paparazzi either. I think all the cats in this section, which is Cattail Creek, our newest section of the sanctuary, not big on people. But I think while we wait on Sushi, I'm going to keep checking behind me. Don't worry, everyone. But we're going to go check in with a social cat that I know wants to say hi, because I want to say hi to him. I see him back there, and I see his neighbor too. So we'll take a little tiger break. Sushi's much bigger neighbors across the way. That would be Thor Jr. Looking very majestic up on his pool. Yes, a germ, I agree. That's a fancy puzzle. Art, I know. I think that's the coolest thing. And our bobcats, especially, and our smaller medium cats, really are loving that puzzle feeder. Mentioning a little bit earlier that it's just me today. I'm sure Judson is watching from up in the office, but we wanted to give Sushi the space she needed. So I was the lucky chosen one to spend some time with our girl. And of course, these beautiful tigers across the way from her. Thor Jr. making a very smart decision. It is quite hot today, in the 80s. In the 80s today, so Thor making a decision to kind of flop down. Oh, Nova, you scared me. You got me good. You got me good. You just pounced out of the pool. I saw you in the pool, and I thought for sure that little tiger girl is going to keep relaxed in the pool, as I was just talking about how hot it was, And then all of a sudden I heard a clatter behind me, and you got me good. Did you stalk me and pounce? Hi, Nova. You want to give a chuff? You said, pay attention to me, please. Phyllis, I know. It looks like it's going to be one of those lack stable internet days. Hopefully it's not been too, well, I guess I can't say, but it seems like on my end it hasn't been too bad so far. I know that Judson restarted the Wi-Fi, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Some caretakers saying hello, but we'll sit with Thor. I think that'll be our best bet for the internet here. And of course the UTV with a caretaker passing by. Well, Kathy, you might need to do it again. Bop's bad internet on the noggin. Please keep bopping it, because now it's acting up, of course, as soon as I just said that. And Kathy, you also said that Thor is such a gorgeous tiger. I agree. Marcia from Brazil, good afternoon. Ooh, Germ, you're eating a diet fit for sushi. Saying you're eating sashimi right now. Oh my goodness, sushi. So many SHs. I can't even say it. I'm not even going to repeat it. But that she's eating chicken right now and you are eating fish. So that is hilarious, Germ. You can eat it for her in spirit. That's too funny. Lori Heath, referring to your sponsor girl, Anastasia, once again, kind of hopping back, saying that you're both antisocial and you're proud of it. I love that you can relate to your sponsor girl that way. That's very sweet. Yeah, Phyllis Hunt, I know. No filter supernova, and that's exactly what happened, Faith. Phyllis saying that Nova got me and she startled Thor too. I don't think either of us were expecting her to bounce out of that pool. Even now, she's still in stalking mode. You're crazy. Supernova. Hi, pretty girl. We need some chuffs of encouragement, huh? Can you send some chuffs to Sushi across the way? I'm hoping that even if she enjoys her enrichment after the fact, that's obviously the most important thing. Oh, and you know what? There she is. Okay, I'm showing you now to show the proof. That's Sushi up on her platform, enjoying some sardines. Now I'm going to walk over. There's no guarantee that she's going to stay up there. I will lower my voice a little bit so that I don't startle her. But Sushi, I'm coming your way. She is eating her sardines, kind of like you, Germ, eating fish, enjoying a fish snack. Hi, Sushi. It looks like there might be some Temptations treats up there, some canned food. Oh, well, Sushi, thank you. Now, if there's one thing about Sushi that we all know and love, her caretakers and the other staff here at Sanctuary, it's that Sushi can usually be bribed with food. She loves food. This girl, that is the light of her life. That is what she cares about. And so clearly food is winning in this equation right now. And I don't think too shabby of a payment, Sushi. Little Miss Chuff, Ellen says, referring to Nova. And I think while we have Sushi right here in front of us, kind of demonstrating one of her many habitat features in this habitat, you all probably remember earlier this year, we asked you to help us finish and complete this habitat for Sushi. She is our only fishing cat here at Sanctuary. She's the only one that we've ever rescued. And she's a really unique species. She is not like our other cats here. And so you all definitely wanted a species-specific habitat for Sushi. We wanted a species-specific habitat for Sushi. And so while she adjusted to Sanctuary in our quarantine area, we worked hard on building this for her, and you all came together to make that possible. And so this habitat truly is Sushi specific and fishing cat specific. It has features like this platform that she's on. It has the skywalks behind her, trees, tall grass, 2 pools. It has hiding spots, dens, you name it, it has it. Boulders, caves, so many places for Sushi to explore. And if you were watching when we released Sushi into this habitat, we didn't go live, but we did release some footage, some reels. We mentioned that it was overwhelming for Sushi at first. That's what we suspected. We suspected it would be. This was the first time she had touched grass in Sanctuary. This was the first time she'd been in a space this large. And so it took her a little bit, and we knew that, and we gave her the space that she needed. We adjusted her husbandry so that she didn't have to have too much interaction with people. We figured that the tigers across the way might be a little intimidating, so we put up shade blockers for her. And in time, this girl really adjusted. She wasn't shut down. She wasn't too nervous. She went at her own pace. But now you can see her enjoying this habitat to the fullest. And she has bobcat neighbors, tiger neighbors, cougar Anastasia, who we mentioned earlier. And she's the queen of the castle in this little habitat. Maria Stahl, I do know that actually, that this is your mother's sponsor, girl. And that you kind of help your mom get updates on Sushi, which is super, super awesome. And I think I said to someone earlier, I'm blanking now, but I think it was Lori Heath, that I love that you can relate to your sponsor kitty. And I love all the ways that people connect with their sponsor cats in the unique ways too. And so Maria, that's super special that you help share Sushi with your mom. Okay. Are we talking about sardines in here? Is this what we're talking about? I need to actually look at the comments. Sushi, I think people are saying that they too like sardines. Okay, raw oysters, etc. Maybe mustard would help. Okay, Sushi, you can have my sardines at home, Kathy says. Not brave enough to eat them. All right, that I was concerned there, Kathy. No hate to anyone that likes sardines, okay? I have people in my family that like them, but I personally cannot stand them. I do give them to my dog and my cats at home. But I mean, I guess if you're a sardine lover, shout it out in the comments. Sushi will relate to you. And there she goes through that little tube. But lots of fish talk in the comments, Sushi. Hi, pretty girl. I don't want to startle you. You're doing so good. You're being so brave. Wow, Sushi. Oh, she's going now. She's motoring around. She's jumping up on that cave there. She says, where are those sardines? Oh, Daria, is the Cattail Creek sign up yet? It is. So I think that we should go look at that towards the end of this live. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We'll definitely show the sign here in a moment. Let's see. Sushi moves and looks kind of like a bunny, Germ says. I'd have to agree with that. She kind of does look, I say a weasel personally. She has a little bit of a weasel shape to me, but definitely a small creature. I don't think that's too far off. And Torben mentioning your sponsor girl, Nova. I know that we have lots of sponsors that frequent these lives of the cats that are on here today. So special that you're catching this, everyone. Phyllis, I know, wow, an up-close encounter with Sushi. Even I'm enjoying this. This is really, really special. So I'm glad we can all share it together. And there's still quite a bit of crumbs and kind of morsels left up there. And I can confirm there are Temptations treats, canned food, and sardines. So quite the spread. Germ saying you were just going to change to a weasel. LOL. Bunny, weasel, I think she fits the bill. She's a unique cat, that's for sure. Maria saying that your mother's going to love this live. Well, that's so awesome. Shout out to her. And of course, shout out to her little girl who's right here enjoying some enrichment, and I'm glad that you could catch this too, Maria. Ellen, she is persistent about the food hunt. That is one thing about this girl. She will be brave for food. And I love that for all the cats, they usually have one or two things that really, really motivate them and really, really make sanctuary life what it is. And if that's food, that works, Sushi. Yeah, Sushi. I like food too. Yeah, she says, okay, you stay there and I'll keep moving over here. Okay, so Sushi, I told you all that Sushi doesn't like water, and I thought maybe we were going to witness her dipping her toes in her pool. Again, I said that the pool is filled. It's not filled all the way. We don't want to overwhelm her, or if she were to slip, maybe, take a bit more of a plunge than she intended. So it's filled a little bit, and she walked across it. That's encouraging, Sushi. She did walk across it, and it looks like Her motivation is the food crumbs that fell through the cracks of the platform above her. So that is too funny. Okay, the internet gave us a little bit of trouble there, but Faith saying that you call the ALCs and Sushi slinky cats. I like that a lot. I think that's a good description. What do you think, Sushi? This is a fun activity today. It's nice spending time with you. And Sushi, I'd say that she's probably just, I think. Alright, everyone. There goes the internet again. But as I was saying, I think the last place Sushi will want to be is in a home, which is why we're so thankful that she's here at Sanctuary. Never have to worry about that ever again. Obviously, fish and cat could be wrapped into the small cat crisis too. They should not be privately owned. And cats like Sushi deserve to be living the life that is meant for them. Oh my goodness, Erin! She said, and let me remind you what kind of life. We're just going to stop in with a few cats here. And then Daria, we're going to circle back around to that Cattail Creek sign. Hi, Tacoma. Hi, Tacoma. But it's so special to be able to offer a forever home to the 140 plus rescues that we have here. And Sushi just being one of them. Hi, Ranier. Ranier here in Tacoma, who we just kind of checked in with. Germ saying, I wonder if you put live fish in the pool, if she would hunt them. Well, we haven't put live fish in, but we have put a number of floating enrichment or things in the pool to try to entice her to